What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for coming back. Thanks so much for watching these episodes. It really does mean a whole lot to us. Jessica, who is sitting on the other side of the camera, is nodding her head vigorously that she appreciates you guys coming back. If you're new, hit the subscribe button down below this video window. It's big, it's red, and it's begging for you to smash it. You can also click the little logo in the lower right hand corner of this video as well. That's another way to subscribe. We'd love to have you. We try to release a video once every 2 weeks. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but we're trying. It's a lot of work. Quick thing that we'd like to mention is if you guys want to help us grow this channel, you can be a huge part of that by sharing these videos on your social medias like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, Grindr. If you're on there, just put it as part of your profile that you like this video. The folks using Grindr would probably love to see these close-ups. I'm gonna stop talking now. Let's get this episode started. Alright, it's Monday morning, 6 a.m. at Lone Mesa Campground in Moab, where Synchro Solstice happened this weekend. We are leaving early. We got a lot of stuff to do today, and we're trying to get out to Grand Staircase Escalante or somewhere else in that region to do some exploring. So we're trying to get an early start. Alright, we've come to Point S Auto Service in Moab for an oil change on the van. We're gonna put a different type of oil in the van this time in hopes that we can get better gas mileage. It's liquid moly, full synthetic diesel blend, and supposedly it gives you better gas mileage. I have a theory that once we switch to this, we'll be back up around 26 or 27 miles per gallon. Why do I have that theory? Because the last time we got 26 or 27 or 28 miles per gallon, this is the oil we were using. And then we switched, and the fuel economy fell off a cliff, in addition to having a really, really shitty tune. So, that's my theory. Let's see what happens. Oil change is done. Those guys are pretty cool. Let's see what we get with this gas mileage situation. Why don't you show everybody your busted phone?
Check it out. I've even resorted to tape. The time has come. Shameful.
Jessica had tape on her phone screen. I'd like to point out that it really bothers me how Apple still hasn't figured out how to make phones that don't break when you drop them on cotton candy. Also, the phones are super slippery without a case on, which is ridiculous. Why do they have to be so damn slippery? I feel like if they would just put a little bit of syrup, just spread a little bit of syrup on the back, they would never fall out of your hand then.
Yeah, no problem.
What happened?
He brought out my sunglasses.
Who is he?
The guy in the mobile phone store, repair store.
Was he hot? He's a ginger, isn't he?
Be nice. All right, we are back at the phone repair place, and I'm gonna pick up my phone. So, let's see. She had a facelift.
Maybe next her phone could get some big old titties. Oh yeah?
Yeah, but it was gone from white to black.
Well, once you go black. Jessica about to get a new phone. Jessica about to get a new phone. She's gonna get an iPhone 7. I'm gonna use it most of the time though, for reals.
Alright, headed into the Verizon store to hopefully get myself a new phone. Hi, how are you? Here it goes. Man, so much smaller.
That's what she said?
Exhibit A. Pretty pumped.
Did you have to win at Plinko to win that?
You know, Bozo the Clown, and we have to throw the little ping pongs in the buckets.
You know what time it is now. It's time for the grand prize game!
That's what I wanted.
Oh, that's how you got it. Okay. With all of our errands done, we set off south and west towards Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument. Holy cow, that's a mouthful. And Capitol Reef National Park. We'd heard a lot of good things about this area, and exploring these parts of Utah have always been near the top of our list. But we'd never made time to go visit them. Until now.
Slightly, driver, just, okay, that's good. Slow. All right, you're off the ground over here. All right, turn slightly, passenger. Just, okay, keep moving slowly forward. Slow. Great job. Good job.
So as we've mentioned before, when we use Google Maps, we put it on avoid highways so that we can take back roads. I don't know if it's sending us the right way because we're just like on ranch land out here. But I'm looking at the map and it says the highway should be to my right, and it is to my right. And the arrow on the map is moving, and there's barely a road here. Like currently I'm just driving through like grass and I just got to some tracks, but yeah, this does not look like a road by any stretch of the imagination. And what is this? What the f is this? Is this the end of the road?
No, see the other side over there?
What the f? I think we've reached the end of the road here, but Google says that we haven't. This is crazy. Walk down there with me. Let's see what this is. Up that. I don't know, we can make it through there.
Question is, like, can we? Probably. Should we? Do we want to? I don't know. The stuff surrounding this rut would just cave in.
That's the bridge. This is where it used to cross. You see the wood here, where it used to go across. Now it's just single track over there. Truck could make it through that section over there, but getting down, like you said, it's too soft. I think we would break that shit and just go into it.
Yeah, that's
without a winch, we'd be super. Yeah, it looks like where I'm standing is where the old road used to be, and that's where the bridge used to cross. The bridge, what's left of the bridge, is over here, and then over there we could cross. But we don't have a winch, and if we get stuck in that rut, it's gonna be a bad day. So, we're probably just gonna turn around. How you feel about that?
Yeah,
because I don't feel like getting stuck in that. I mean, we could probably make it down that, but there's too much of a chance that we'll just slide down into the rut.
Yeah, and I feel like even trying to straddle it wouldn't work either.
No,
there's not enough on the right side.
Yeah, it's super soft over there. I mean, this is soft. What I'm standing on right now is breaking underneath my weight. Of course, I weigh about 3 tons. But nevertheless, well, Google Maps recorrected itself and got us on the road that I thought we should have been on instead of a ranch service road, which is essentially what we were just on. But Google Maps was like, no, it's good. This is what you're supposed to be on for sure. No, you're wrong, Google Maps. You're wrong. spot. Just wait till I show you this shit. It's friggin' amazing. Incredible. Outstanding. Fantastic. Stupendous. Here in the desert, and Petunia just like fell over and passed out. She had a seizure. She passed out in the dirt there. She looks to be doing better. At least she's standing up now. It's super scary, man. Rolled over on her back and just laid there. It was really, really sad. She doing better?
She seems to be doing better, more responsive.
She's more responsive now.
But I feel like these seizures are gonna start.
You think they're gonna get worse? Yeah.
More severe.
Yeah, she has a lesion in her brain, and it causes her to have seizures. And they've been pretty mild up until now, but she's been having more and more where she kind of just seizes and falls over. It's not a lot. We don't have a whole lot of time left with her, I don't think. All right, we're leaving to go on the BLM track that takes us up into Capitol Reef National Park. Our camp last night was pretty successful, I'd say, except for this afternoon, early this afternoon, Petunia fainted or passed out or something happened to her. We're not sure if it's because of heat exhaustion or if it's because of the seizures that she's been having that have gotten progressively worse as she's gotten older. It's really sad, but we're keeping an eye on her, and now we're headed towards Capitol Reef. I'll check in with you guys soon. walking the trail to Strike Valley Overlook. I don't know how far it is. It didn't say how far it was. But because we care about safety first and good survival skills in the desert, we brought only enough water for one of us. So in an emergency situation, I will probably just knock Jessica out and take the water and leave her for dead. No! What kind of trail is this with all this walking up rocks and crap? I didn't come prepared for all this. And flip-flops. This is why hiking in flip-flops in the desert is a stupid idea. Ow. Ow.
Get them all?
Yeah, I think so. Made it to the top of whatever this point is called. This is really, really beautiful.
Well, the expert's back behind the wheel. Jorge wanted to do a little drone piloting, and so I gladly obliged. And as you can see, I'm rocking my travel fluffy hat, which is kind of annoying me right now. But safety first, y'all. This sun is brutal.
We made it to Grand Staircase Escalante, and we are parked for a little while. I'm gonna get a time lapse of the Milky Way tonight, coming up over some pretty awesome mountains, hoping that those mountains are visible because it's gonna be a very, very dark night. Maybe I'll use some different settings when shooting this tonight, just to make sure that I get more details in the shot. There are some gorgeous, gorgeous, I don't know, mountain looking things, mesas out here in front of me. Yeah, I'm also not wearing a shirt. Gentlemen, please keep your hands out of your pants. If I'm not mistaken, the camp operation at Grand Staircase Escalante was a resounding success. Now we head to Lake Powell via Hole in the Ground Trail, which, you know, I've been wrong about all these trails so far being four-wheel drive, but supposedly the trail that we're gonna go on that's an offshoot of Hole in the Ground is a four-wheel drive trail. We shall see, Zur. We shall see!
We shall see, Zor. We shall see.
Nosebleed. It's so dry out here. Anytime I flare a nostril or accidentally stick my finger in there to do some excavating, accidentally, I'd like to point out,
I picked them myself.
it just starts bleeding like a stuck pig. That's how the desert does me. The desert does me dry. Whoa! Whoa! Well, so far, Wolverine Bypass Road in Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument has been pretty easy. I imagine that when it's raining though, or when it's wet, it's probably much harder. And the section that we're going through right now looks like it would be pretty thick mud in the wet. But this has been pretty easy. I think any two-wheel drive could do this. This is a piece of cake. Most of this has been a piece of cake. Hell, I feel like almost a Honda Civic could do the vast majority of this. That's the standard, by the way. If a Honda Civic could do it, then it's a piece of cake. Guess what? We just passed a Honda Civic. Sit rep. Change of plans. We were gonna go to Lake Powell via the Hole in the Ground Road, but we're both pretty tired of desert. We're both pretty tired of our lips cracking and of farting dust. So we are going to head to Colorado, and then we're gonna head north to Wyoming, which that was in the plans anyways. I like that plan. I feel good about that. How do you feel about that? You feel good about that? You feel great about that? Jessica's feeling real good, which means I know who's getting some tonight. Yes. I make these decisions based on the poo nanny probability. We'll do what Jessica wants. With our change of plans set in stone, we began the ascent out of Grand Staircase Escalante and towards Colorado. We didn't make it far, however, because along the way we discovered a truly epic camp spot that beckoned us to stay just one more night in that part of Utah. It's these kinds of moments of sudden, unexpected magic that make the pull of the road so hard to resist. There's a freedom out here that's difficult to describe. Instead, the only way to really know the feeling is to sit atop a mountain, look up into the sky, and be thankful that when life offered you the chance to live your dream, you took it. And that's all we can really ask for, isn't it? The chance to live free and drive hard. I make these decisions based on how the coochie is feeling. I make these decisions based on whether I'm going to be able to get some coochie later on. I make these decisions based on the probability of getting poo nanny later on. I make these decisions based on the probability of getting I make these decisions
Based on the poo nanny probability.
I make these decisions based on the poo nanny probability.